Hello, this is the Jurassic expert here, reviewing the Ceolurus. I am pretty sure that is how you pronounce it, because, I don't know, it just kind of reminds me of Ceolophysis and Celo, and then Ceolurus and Ceolophysis. You get the point. So, yeah. This is one of the attack packs that I did find in my Dino Rivals hunt, or Dino Rivals finds video. Make sure to check that out if you want to see that exciting content. Where it's pretty much me just geeking out over 3 figures that I found at a Walmart. So yeah. So let's first go over with this very interesting paint job. It's like they're going with red, white, and blue, which so U.S. flag colorings. Nice. Interesting choice. I mean, Ceolurus, I'm pretty sure was discovered in the United States. I could be wrong about that, but I did a little bit of research on this beforehand. I'm pretty sure this did live in the Jurassic period. So yeah, let's first. So continuing on with the talk about paint. So I do like how they kind of have this airbrushing effect going on with the red and the pattern that they got with the blue. It really fades in nicely with each other. Especially, I like how vibrant this is. And even the head looks nice. The eyes, they're kind of doing the lazy kind of pupil thing, where they pretty much just paint it and they leave a little bit of paint off to represent the quote-unquote pupil of the eye, which is really just the same color as the plastic beneath it. So yeah, mouth, they did paint. There is no sculpting in the tongue, no no kind of no, nothing too crazy with the sculpt on the tongue. That's what I'm trying to think of. But they did sculpt the teeth and they did paint it. There is a little bit of overlap going on with the tongue, but on the other side of the mouth, they did paint nicely. And speaking of sculpt, they did sculpt the roof of the mouth, and I'm just realizing I'm probably not getting any of that in shot. You can't even see it anyway. And they did paint these. What are these? I don't even know what the scientific term would be called, because it's not necessarily to the cheek, but anyway, now going into sculpt. I do really like this sculpt. I would say it does resemble the Ceolurus. It does kind of remind me a little bit like a horn lizard. Is that what they're called? Mainly because of the back of the head. It does kind of look like it would be some type of horn lizard. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? But I do like that sculpting that they got on the back of the head there, and even kind of on the side of the neck. And they did a really good job with like representing the scales and all that. They did get the scales on the feet, and I forgot to mention with paint, they did not paint the claws. And at one point, I was kind of messing around with this while I was sitting on the couch, like, taking a good look at it, and then eventually I just kind of set it down, and I ended up kind of sitting on it, and then it got wedged in between the couch cushions. So then it long story short, its feet are kind of warped, so yeah, it didn't really have much standing issues. So I think all I need to do is just get like a bucket of hot water or a hairdryer or something and straighten that out, just so it could stand better. So yeah, like there, you could see it stands perfectly fine. When I first got it, it stood perfectly fine. But yeah. And back to the sculpt again. There is all this nice scaling going throughout the body, even to the end of the tail. They did get all the folds and wrinkles in the skin on the bottom, and they even did kind of capture like the drooping of the skin on the neck. So yeah, and articulation wise, arms could go around that much, not full 360 degrees, and this arm could go back about that much. Kind of scared to break this. Go in that much. So yeah, articulation is not that impressive. You can move the leg that much there. I forgot to mention the arms and the legs they are quite flexible. Like, I am barely putting any pressure and I'm able to do that. So yeah, if you can, you can really mess this thing up if you put like even the slightest amount of pressure on it. So yeah. And the leg can go around that much again, not full 360. And here is the code for the Jurassic Facts app. And the tail does rotate a full 360. The mouth can open up that wide and close that much, which is pretty reasonable, I would say. Okay, is it going to now start being difficult? Okay, yeah, my camera ran out of storage there, actually. So here's the card. I'm going to go through this quickly now with that information. I do think that this looks pretty nice. There's the stats there. There's the back. Nothing new there. And here is the back of the card. Okay, here is the Ceolurus next to Claire for your human size comparison. Here it is next to Blue for your attack pack comparison. And so yeah, sorry about this weird ending. My camera ended up running out of storage, so I got it kind of cleared up just so I could at least record this ending, knowing that I wouldn't really post this within a couple of days after recording. So I thought, you know what the heck, might as well finish this up like this, as just, yeah, because then it would have been weird with like resetting up everything, and it just would have been more of a hassle than just doing this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed the Ceolurus, and as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I put up new videos like this one. And as always, dinosaurs might be older than you, but you are never— oh! I almost forgot! When I was actually doing the toy hunt, there was a representative from Mattel that was at the Walmart where I found the Dino Rivals stuff, and he was actually nice enough to check their back stock inventory for the Dimetrodon for me. They didn't have it, but still, it was quite nice. Okay, now I can end. So, yeah, as always, dinosaurs might be older than you, but you are never too old for dinosaurs. Bye-bye.